Dirk Steel opened the door to his hotel room and slumped, weakly on the bed. I put a full stop there, but then I just carried on the sentence. I'm just reading it how it is. He had a long trip from England, and he was exhausted. When he woke up, he went to his balcony overlooking the beautiful rugged beach, and behind the hotel lay the African bush. Dirk was a tall, slim, dark-haired young man in his early 20s who was just starting a new job as an archaeologist. Through his job, he had to track down the rare golden lion statue and add it to the collection for the museum he worked for. Cheeky little bit of colonialism there. He stared blankly over the beach, thinking about the mission he had been sent on. Well, can't stay here forever. I've got to get a move on, he thought. Didn't think about it that hard. He got up, left his room and the hotel, and headed for the bush. I don't know whether 12-year-old me means like a literal bush, or like, did I have a surprisingly nuanced understanding of geographic features? Mind you, I did just say there was a beach right next to it, so I don't know. He had walked for about an hour when suddenly a loud bang rang out. He hit the floor and he lay there and as he lay there, a shadow loomed over him. He turned. He saw a ferocious-looking man. He had an eye patch over his left eye and a massive scar running down the same cheek. He wore a blood-splattered safari suit, and over his shoulder a bullet belt. "Ah, Mr. Steel, how nice to see you again after all these years," he exclaimed, in a menacing tone. Dirk immediately recognised his voice. It was his ex-geography teacher. It was his ex-geography teacher. Dr. Savage, gasped Dirk. Might have been a clue in the name there. I think you should have reported him when you were at school, mate. Dr. Savage was found guilty of stealing priceless artifacts. a little bit like Dirk. Oh no, from nearby museums. That's much worse. When he left prison, he chose Africa as he wanted the golden lion for himself. Do you know where the statue is?" questioned Savage. "No," replied. He's just gone on a quest to find this, and he's got no idea where it could even be. "Liar!" yelled Savage, getting out his gun. I've spelt liar like the instrument. Not like, it's not L-I-A-R, it's L-I-A-R-E. Okay. "Even if I did, I would never tell you," shouted Dirk. "Then you are of no use to me," mumbled Savage. He pulled the trigger. Bang! The bullet whizzed past Steele's head and caused him to fall out of the hard, stony ground. What? To fall on the hard, stony... To fall on the hard, stony ground. Darkness swallowed him up. "I trust everything is packed, sir," said Jameson. "Yes, I'm ready now," said Dirk. "By the way, this was delivered earlier. It looks important," informed Jameson. He held a large brown envelope. "Right, thanks," he replied, ripping open the envelope. Inside was a strange-looking map of a cave in Africa and a note which said Use when needed and you will find what you seek. Oh, right, so he does know. He does know. Okay, he thought, tucking the note in his pocket. Not much phases this dude. He's really blasé about most things. All of a sudden, the warrior's senses flood back to him. He reached in his pocket, took out the map, and I think that was a flashback, and headed for the cave. He's recovered now, apparently. When he got there, Savage was already at the entrance. "How did you get here?" asked Steel. "Oh, Mr. Steel, you wouldn't think I'd go without being prepared," holding up a map. "I have allies among the local primitives." Don't be racist, man. Don't be racist, Mr. Savage. "Well, I bid you good day." Savage walked off to the entrance of the cave. Steel followed him. Just walked behind him. And eventually they found the spot where the statue should be, but it had gone. "You took it!" screamed Savage, pointing his gun at him. "How could I? I never knew the spot it was at," argued Steel. "I don't care, you're going down," yelled Savage. Wham! A single punch from Steel and Savage was out. He darted out of the cave. Back at the hotel, Dirk was at a friend's party, but he wasn't really having fun. His mind still back at the cave. He was thinking what had happened to the statue, but was pleased Savage had never got it. He stood there and watched the fireworks going off in the distance. The end. So there's no real resolution to the story. So he wants to go to a cave to find a statue. He goes to the cave. It's not there. Oh, bugger. I've got a note here from my teacher, though. It says, "Excellent, Paul. However, did this take you longer than 30 minutes to 45 minutes? Fantastic, though. A1. I guess people expected a lot less of me when I was 12.